Welcome to Chloe Avalon. This week is a little different since I will be doing mostly voiceovers and music throughout this video, since I would like it to be a relaxing and peaceful video for you. On the thumbnail, you could tell that I am going to be gathering and drying herbs and teas and decorating my home for fall. So I hope you have time to sit back and enjoy. This summer, I grew a lot of herbs in 2 big pots on my porch, and they did pretty well. I actually used a lot of them fresh, but now I want to dry the rest of them. I planted sage, thyme, oregano, chives, basil, and rosemary, so I'm going to be drying the rest of them. And then I also planted some garden tea this summer, just in a little raised bed by my woodshed, and they didn't do as well as I was hoping, but I'm gonna save all I can and dry it, and hopefully it'll do better next year. I have been so enjoying these beautiful fall days, especially when the sun shines. In the mornings, it's crisp and cold, and when it's a little windy, the fall leaves fall softly to the ground. It's just beautiful. I tied up all my herbs individually with some rope, and then I will be hanging them on my chandelier to dry. And then later, after they're all dry, I will take them down and crumble them up and put them in different containers. And the tea, I'll just gently try not to smash it too much when it's dry, and just loosely put it in jars. There is something so fulfilling and satisfying to gather your own herbs and forage for things like for berries and different stuff on the land. It just makes you feel Probably kind of like you could sustain yourself if you needed to by finding stuff off of the land and even getting animals for wintertime. It was another beautiful day, and I just couldn't help myself. I had to go back out in the forest and do some gathering. So I just found some really beautiful twigs and leaves and grass that I gathered, and I wasn't even sure what I was gonna use them for, but I eventually found some places for them. I put the leaves and twigs together and I used them on the porch later that you will see, and also all the grass that I gathered I used up on top of my cabinet in a basket then.
Tell you not to worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, what your body will wear. Look at the birds of the air, they do not soar, store away anything, yet they still have food to eat. Tell you not to worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, what your body will wear. Look at the birds of the air, they do not soar, store away anything, yet they still have food to eat. You are more valuable than they are. I will give you everything you ever need. And tell you not to worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or what your body will wear. Look at the birds of the air, they do not soar, store away anything, yet they still have food to
I had gone out in the garden and I had gathered these red raspberry leaves that we had planted. And then later, although I didn't show it on this video, I also went into the woods and gathered some more from wild red raspberries. So I got a lot of red raspberry leaves. And the benefits of red raspberry leaves are that they're very good for female hormones. They have vitamin B6 and it binds to estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, helping regulate these steroid hormones. And it helps with mood swings, anything that has to do with PMS. So I am going to be drinking some of this raspberry tea this winter. And also, we gathered a lot of rose hips, and I didn't show that on the video either, but they are drying very nicely, and these are high in vitamin C and help fight the common cold. I enjoy redecorating my home, so it was really fun getting started with these fall decorations. And I started on my table first. And as you will see, I usually keep my decor pretty simple. I like old things, vintage stuff. And I got most of my items either in thrift stores or in Burlington. In between my decorating, I also found time to make some sourdough cinnamon rolls that also take some yeast, and so it goes a little bit faster. I knew that my guys were coming home for dinner late that evening from work, and I wanted some really nice warm cinnamon rolls for them when they get back home. And I will try and put this recipe down below for you. I actually have it posted on my Chloe Avalon Instagram page in my highlights. You can find it there in my recipes, but I will also put it down below for you if I can or if I remember. But these were absolutely delicious. For some icing for the cinnamon rolls, I simmered together cream, butter, and brown sugar. I used my Sucanat brown sugar, and I simmered it until it turned a little darker in color and had this incredible caramel flavor. And I just poured that over the cinnamon rolls after they were finished, and it was absolutely scrumptious. while the cinnamon rolls were rising, I did a little bit of decorating in the living room. There wasn't too much space to decorate, but I found some. And I don't have a mantle here. It's not like a real fireplace, but I still have a couple little shelves that I can place some things on. And as you can tell there in the window, I'm hanging some grass that I had gathered in the woods, and it's drying, and I will use it on top of my cabinet later.
We put our hope in the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In Him our hearts rejoice. Oh, we trust in His holy name. You're unfailing. Your unfailing love surrounds us. It surrounds us. You're unfailing. Your unfailing love surrounds us. It surrounds us.
So before finishing the inside the next day, I decided to put a few decorations here on our front porch, and Chloe was eager to help me, so we did the decorating and cleaning up together.
We put our hope in the Lord. He is our help and our shield.
The little bench Wyatt had made for me, and it was just perfect for me to use it out here on the porch. And that welcome sign I actually just quickly made the other day with some leftover wood piece that they had used for building the house. And then I had a couple pumpkins, and that squash I'm actually going to make into a pie here someday soon. On the other side of the door, I just had this old basket that I turned sideways, and I placed a pumpkin and some ornamental corn in there. And then I placed my bouquet of leaves and twigs and spruce on top of that. I don't know that it looks that great, but I thought it looks okay for my porch. My last decorating project was here in the kitchen, and I started off with these shelves, and then I went on up on the cabinets and I just placed some baskets that I found at thrift stores and cleaned up and placed them up on there. These are just some cool looking twigs that are bound together with some rope, and I thought they would look pretty nice up here with the basket. On the other side of the cabinets, I also just placed a nice big basket up there, and I placed my grass that I picked in the woods and dried and bound together. I placed it up there, and I thought that looked pretty nice. I just love anything that is homemade, handmade, and out in nature. This was my very last cabinet that I decorated, and then the very last thing that I did was decorate that little shelf by the clock. And then I was done decorating. Like I said, I just keep it very simple and I don't spend very much for stuff. I try to do some things on my own and get things in the thrift store. And I also did buy a few things in Burlington. It was a good feeling to be done with my decorating, and I don't follow the trends or styles as much as I try to make it look cozy, and I'm hoping I accomplished that. And also, Lemongrass Spa has this wonderful fall collection out, and this is a room spray that just smells heavenly, like cinnamon, pumpkin, and all things fall. And they also have apple scents. They have like hand washes, and all their products are 100% natural, from skincare, makeup, and hair care. If you shop on the link below and hit shop event, you will be entered into a free product drawing at the end of this month. Last month, I had 3 ladies that won well over $200 worth of free product, so that was pretty exciting. I had some sourdough bread going that day, all day, and I decided to try and make it into the shape of a pumpkin. What you do is cut 4 pieces of string and lay them over the bread, spacing them equally. Then you flip the bread over and tie the ends together, and then cut the leftover string and put it carefully in a hot Dutch oven and bake. I was absolutely thrilled how good it turned out. You can watch other tutorials on how to do this on YouTube. Well, friends, just look at this. I think this looks pretty amazing. This is my first try of making a pumpkin sourdough bread. Actually, it doesn't taste like pumpkin, but I made it look like a pumpkin. This was so much fun. So if any of you do sourdough bread, there's actually videos online on how to, wrap it and everything, but you kind of saw me do it. So you can try it yourself if you make sourdough bread. Anyways, this is where we say goodbye, but I just wanted to talk to you face to face yet because this video was just supposed to be kind of a calming and relaxing video for you all. But I do want to remind you that I do have an open event in the description box below for lemongrass products, and if you place any order on there, you will be placed in a drawing for the end of this month. And friends, I hope you are experiencing a wonderful autumn, just like we are here in Alaska. We're just absolutely loving it. I pray the Lord's blessing over you all, and we will see you all next time.